In the year 2000, I purchased this piece of land, around 100-150 acres. The only thing in my mind was to do something in agriculture different, which is required at the moment for the farmers, for the country. And that took me that journey to stevia. No one ever did any farming on this land. I was the first person to start farming on this land. So by chance, I got this virgin land, you can say. So I never thought of going for wheat and paddy, something like that. I wanted to do some different kind of farming. At that time, I searched that Japan is a country which is using stevia in their foods as a sweetener, as a functional sweetener since 1970, because Japan is the first country in the world which approved stevia as a sweetener. So it was only after 2008 that US approved it, US FDA approved it, then 2011 European Union approved it, India approved in the year 2015. Why stevia? There were mainly two reasons. One was economics. I searched that the most economical crop, you can say, which can give best remuneration, that is saffron. So in world, saffron gives you the ultimate result. But saffron cannot be grown everywhere. It needs a particular type of temperature, and it grows once in a year, and there are its own, you can say, like other crops. So then I searched about medicinal plants. Then which medicinal plant is good for health and good for economics? Ultimately, my search ended at stevia. When I searched that stevia can give 1.5 ton to 3.5 tons a year of dry leaves per acre. And when I searched about price of the leaves, that was $2 a kg at international market. Being a taxation man, I could see that whatever I earn in agriculture, that will be tax-free also. Again, that was one of the reasons. Getting that much of amount without tax-free adds 30% to your gains. Secondly, my wife, she was also prone to diabetic. Her family was also prone to diabetic. In Paraguay, people were using its stevia as a medicine for treating the diabetics. To me, it was something like that. It is a medicine, it's a sweetener, it's a good income earnings, and something like, you can say, no pesticide, insecticides are required. These were the things which attracted me towards stevia.
Now the concepts of medicines, they have been changing worldwide. Now it is a time for a health and wellness boom, basically. Other than being sweet, stevia also has many other good properties of a herb, which includes its antioxidant properties. It helps diabetic in managing their blood sugar levels and in regulation of blood pressure levels. And these are all the documented and published benefits which can be taken benefit of if we make stevia as a part of our daily diet. Sweetener plus therapeutic value, so it is actually a therapeutic sweetener.
We being Indians, we are more prone towards diabetes. That is because of our genetic makeup, one part. And we exaggerate it because of our sedentary lifestyles, because of high calorie food that we take. So if you want to prevent these things, you have to take a step back. You have to not have a sedentary lifestyle, you need to have an active lifestyle. You need to cut down on your calories. So this is where in the prevention part stevia might help. See, we are consuming more and more number of calorie products every single day, and almost all of them have high contents of sugar. Anything in the body breaks down into sugar. So if we take more of sweeteners, naturally that's going to increase the diabetic level in our body. People are more prone towards diabetes, and hence this is the place where stevia comes in. It doesn't have any calories when we intake it, and it is a natural sweetener. So that is where it helps. If we don't add any more calories, we still have the taste of sugar and the food is tastier, but yet still we are cutting short of calories. That is going to prevent some level of diabetes, but that is again left to the trials. So you can't comment exactly on that, but yes, definitely it should help.
When world is requiring product like this and our environment requires farming like this and farmers need income, then a journey started with that. For processing, we involved Central Government Institute to develop a process for us. We spent huge amount for it. After that, I approached Ministry of Science and Technology to support us under innovation scheme. So first year our application was rejected. They said, sorry, you are not fully prepared for it. Again, after 1 year, we again applied it. Okay. But that was the time, I think, really. All scientists and all whosoever had our presentation, our interview, they were waiting for to sanction our application, because they realized that this is the ultimate product for the consumer, for the diabetics, and for the health conscious people. So it took around 1 year. So then immediately they sanctioned our project. They supported us with there was option whether to take a grant or a loan. So I opted for a soft loan rather than grant, because it will keep me under some liability to repay it, so that I am involved in this product. Since this unit was happening first in India, so to get fabricators, I searched all over India. I couldn't get the relevant persons who can manufacture this unit for me. Because made in India concept was in my mind. I am to make this product in India, because farming is in India, process is in India, and all equipments, all technologies to be made in India concept. So that was in my mind.
It is a very huge concept where a farmer, a processor, a consumer, a market, they all go hand in hand, and it actually is helping, is fitting into everyone's sustainability theory. So it is a very good product and a good crop which can really address the sustainability issues very well.
Being a biochemist, I believe that enzymes are the best markers for providing any information. So we worked on pancreatic lipase and pancreatic amylase enzymes for anti-obesity and anti-diabetic activity of stevia. We worked on the antioxidant activity of stevia, as well as gram positive, gram negative bacterial, and I found very significant results of this particularly variety of stevia what I got from Mr. Gandhi. So now I am looking for that how we can enhance the steviosides in this plant. Not only this, there is an array, or you can say that a wide spectrum of bioactive compounds in stevia which are to be explored yet. So my research group is planning to take one by one all these bioactive compounds. We are also working on the biotransformation of one form of compound to the other form to increase the yield of steviosides.
So there are a number of microbes which interact with plants via their roots. So they help in transporting number of minerals from the soil to the plants. So in case of stevia, we work on a number of different plants and we have seen the very positive effects. We also looked at the content, the chemical component which is responsible for the sweetness, so which are known as rubidiosides and steviosides, and we got very astonishing results. So these bacteria what we use, they are totally harmless, because we isolate from the soil environments, grow them in the labs, and then we use it. So in case of stevia, the results what we got was, it was too good to be true. Too good to be true, this one. So we repeated, and twice we got the same results. So these were our findings. We got it evaluated from a CSIR lab in Palampur.
In fact, stevia, there are around 300 molecules in the leaf, out of which few are sweet, which includes riboside A, rubidoxide B, C, D up to M. You can say rubidoxide M is the sweetest part in the leaf, which is around 840 times sweeter than sugar. So rubidoxide A is 100, you can say 400 times sweeter than sugar.
The beneficial effect is much more. Economical impact is very high. So it can be grown in those areas which are water deficient. Scientists, they are trying to have crops, they are creating crops which can grow in high salt content soils, low water content soils. Again, we got very good results in that one also.
Stevia has that much of solution that it do not need much of water. It needs only 5% of water as compared to sugarcane, and hardly 2% of water as compared to paddy. Nature has given all the solution. Only need is we have to open our eyes and implement those solutions.
I think this is going to be leave a huge impact on the environment and in many states which are facing a water challenge now. If you are able to reduce the water footprint from 100% to 5 to 6% for the same sweetness.
Jobs in today's scenario are more demanding. They demand you to sit down. They demand you long periods of working, which is quite unhealthy. And people have tendency to put on weight. They have a tendency to work out less. So as to so, India has become the diabetic capital of the world. And especially the northern India is the diabetic capital of the world. We are only second to Singapore. Keeping that in mind, stevia has a role to play. Because diabetics, they change their lifestyle, they do everything. But sugar, one way or the other, they have tendency to add to their diet. And stevia is a natural sweetener. It is not such a good change for the life of diabetics. There are no calories in it. So it has brought a good change for the diabetics. They can enjoy sweets, they can enjoy a good diet without the fear of adding calories to their diet. And that is one way they can keep themselves free of calories and in good shape. That is how stevia is working today. And stevia is here to stay because it is such a good sweetener.
In India, to an estimate, we consume sugar to the tune of 80,000 crore rupees a year. And side by side, we consume sugar medicines to the tune of 2,33,000 crore rupees a year. Triple the amount of sugar, you can say. Definitely, the person who can consume sugar and can digest sugar, it is good for him. Only thing, because our lifestyle has been such that we are unable to consume sugar. So that gives something bad to our health. Otherwise, if you use sugar and you do good exercise, you can convert it glucose into energy.
So recently we are planning to work on to develop some microbial consortium which can work as a biofertilizer as well for stevia and can have inhibitory effect for those weeds. So we have started a complete unit, or you can say a complete research group. We have dedicated research group we have who is working on stevia, and we are training our students that how to cultivate, so that we are also promoting the entrepreneur activities in this plant. I also explored that how stevia can be utilized for water security. So my point is, if we to some extent, if this rice crop can be replaced by stevia, then the water level can be increased. So far in Punjab, the water crisis is there, and also for irrigation purpose, the state government is providing the subsidy to the farmers to irrigate the paddy crop. So not only medical potential, but I must say that stevia is having potential socially as well as environmentally, and medical potential is definitely there. But I am really very happy to know that FDA and FASSI, they have approved stevia plants. So there is a lot of scope and opportunities for the researchers as well. And I should say that this is the boon for the diabetic patients.
In Japan, they are using stevia in almost everything, right from all the drinks, from all the our milk related products, the sweets, the ice creams, they use stevia in everything. So they have done more and more research in that. So in India, if we put into this, definitely, you see, it has got a lot of scope. You can put in any place where you put in sugar, you can have stevia. It's first of all, it is all natural. We are not using any kind of artificial products into it. So nowadays we have a lot of artificial sweeteners as well. So instead, why not have a natural one? That is good for the body also and for the other things as well.
And most important is that no part in stevia leaf is against the human health. So nothing harmful is in the leaf. That is the most beauty of the product. So nature has made leaves for human being and stems for, you can say, cattle. So it's a complete package for the ecosystem also.
So I think that this will be the a revolutionary step if this stevia growing is encouraged by the government, and I think that at the global level it should be taken care and people should be made aware about the use of stevia, and people should be trained that how to cultivate stevia, because there is the win-win situation for government, for the users, stakeholders. This is the right time when we start working on this.
So stevia, like sugar, can be used anywhere where we want sweetness, you can say. Maybe cold beverages, Pepsi, Coke, all these companies, they have started using stevia in their products. In US, Pepsi started with the brand Pepsi Next. Coke Life is the brand by Coca-Cola. Tropicana 50 is with stevia. And Danone, or so many companies, all with milk products and I think ice creams, even chocolates with stevia. So ultimately, wherever sugar is used, stevia can be used, because stevia is a herbal sugar in the sense which have all the goodness. And one important molecule in the leaf is saffronol, which is available in saffron. That is also in stevia, which gives, if you put some leaves in the water, you get the same color which a saffron gives. So this is evident from that. Even analysis which shows that saffronol % is available in the stevia leaf. Stevia oil is there in the leaf, you can say, which has so much of medicinal properties. So which can be sold by the pharmaceuticals, which they take artificially in a natural form. So need is to go for more research which this leaf is having, and to take every benefit of the leaf, separate all the molecules for the human need, I think.
Cultivation, production, and then purification. This all is a process which is very, very new to this society, which is very, very new to India as such. So there are some people who have worked much hard on it, because bringing up a thing which was not known, making people look at it, making people accept it, this all been done by one single man. The name is Mr. Rajpal Singh Gandhi. He's done wonders in this, and once it has started, now more and more people are coming forward to cultivate stevia, and I'm sure there will be more people now who will be interested in processing plants of stevia or distribution of stevia and also promotion of stevia.
If we take into consideration the production part of stevia, it consumes much less water than per kg the sugar cane, right? So that is where first part where we are saving water. That is again good for our planet. For the production of stevia related products, it doesn't cause much of the pollution. Whereas on the other hand, if you go towards the sugarcane factories, big time industry, lot of money involved in it, but it causes a lot of air pollution. Stevia is definitely, it's gonna, if it grows to that extent that we use stevia more instead of the regular sugar, yes, this pollution part can also be controlled.
I'm really surprised when we have solution with us, then why we are looking for the development of new drugs every day for the diabetics. This is the boon for diabetics, not taking care only the diabetes, but simultaneously it is improving your other systems too. Like for digestive system, for your nervous system, for kidney. There are a lot many advantages, and moreover it is having a very good antioxidant activity. So I think like we use in our kitchen these spices like turmeric, coriander. So I think that it should become in the regular practice in our kitchen, the use of stevia. This is the thing which I want to propagate among the farmers, among the students and the community. And I have already spoken to Mr. Gandhi, who is working on this, that let us work together and we involve the farmers and women, because women are the best stakeholders of this plant, and if they come forefront, then really a revolution can take place.
This has been a very unique product for us with which we are able to deliver to people across the world without any geographical foundations, because it is very stable across different temperatures, different storage conditions.
Countries like Israel, they have taught the world to use the water. Even drip system, you can say, sprinkle system, they have made such a precision. How to use water, one can learn from Israel. 1 acre of water which is being used in India for any crop, maybe it is paddy, maybe it is sugarcane, any crop. In Israel, they use that much amount of water for more than 500 acres cultivation, and they are taking a better crop than India. So it is up to ourselves, you can say, how to utilize the thing. Definitely contribution of authorities, policy makers and farmers and universities. Unless and until this combination is made, this cannot be a success. So awareness is important, implementation is important. All goodness is attached to this crop. It's a very small plant. I think ultimately it gives purity to the air also when no chemicals are used. That is again for good for the soil and environment. Good economics is there, good economical benefits are there. All are, I think, it's a complete package by nature.
Just imagine one drink of Coke has so much of calories in it. One coffee which you take in cafe coffee day has so much of calories in it. And our people are fond of the new food items, new products, and their sedentary lifestyle, where we do not require many calories for them, but any diet they take has more and more calories. That is where stevia comes to play a part. Apart from that, if we say that it is very beneficial to health, yes. If we are cutting the sugars, there it does have many endocrinal changes which are happening with stevia, which are the result of the same is bound to come with time, and that includes our general sense of well-being and more alert people. That is about